Hey folks, Gail and Brendan Swenson here from Seattle Coffee Gear, and what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the new Saeco Xelsis Evo.
Yeah, they took the existing Xelsis, and now they have that new Carafe. And Brendan's going to go through the features of the machine and how they made this better and what the main features are that improve this.
Exactly.
Yep.
Some of the things that we got going here is we have our bean hopper up here, which holds 12.3 grams. You have 8 different settings to adjust your grind, which is very nice. Below that, the grinder itself has ceramic burrs, which is better than steel burrs because they don't get as hot and have less of a tendency of actually burning the coffee grounds.
I think they stay sharper a little bit longer too.
Yeah,
Is that
I think
correct?
so. Yeah, I think so.
And Not much though. I mean, it isn't like you're going to notice a big difference.
Then we have our water tank over here, which holds 54 fluid ounces.
Not bad.
It's nice, very easily, you can take it out. And that goes down to 2 separate pumps and 2 separate boilers, one for coffee, one for steam, which is very nice. You'll never see those 2 things operating simultaneously, but it does make it your timing a lot better.
Yeah, it's a little fast. You're going to produce your drink a little bit faster.
Exactly. Some of the other things that are very nice about this is the actual software. So you can have 6 different user profiles, which therefore within those profiles you can customize 9 different drinks, 9 different beverages.
Let me get this right. If I don't have 6 different people in my family, I'm going to have a lot of friends showing up?
Yeah, probably. A lot more people are coming over.
Yeah.
Other things that we got going here, let's get in here and look inside the door so we can see the brew unit. The brew unit is very accessible.
Drip tray,
yep,
Drake's box.
Got this lever right here, so it easily comes out.
Yep.
So you can easily clean it under hot water or throw it in the top shelf of your dishwasher, either or. Clicks right in there. You know you're good.
You know, the other thing about this machine I wanted to point out, Saeco's hinges.
Oh yeah.
They're extra hip. Look at that.
They're very robust.
Yep.
I'm not sure what they're made out of, but they're very strong.
Yeah, well, you can see the construction of them. They're really a lot beefier than most of the hinges you see on machines.
Exactly. Let's say you want to do some of the steaming of the milk yourself. You have that ability over here. This is hot water and steam. So if you want to manually steam, you can do that. And one of the things that they really addressed, which I think is the main difference between this and previous Xelsis models, is their carafe. In the middle of the last Xelsis, they had a redesign to the hose for the milk. Made it smaller because there was a lot of feedback that the milk wasn't hot enough.
Right, right. So this will get it a little bit hotter. Now, you know, that's probably going to be another video. We might do a little testing down the road to
see. I think a combination of having that new hose here, a little bit of a different design here in the lid, and software, you get a lot hotter milk, which is great. And the other thing that's really nice with this machine is it auto cleans, auto rinses when you turn it on and when you turn it off. And the same thing when you make a milk-based product. It will rinse the carafe so you can keep your carafe really clean.
It goes down into the handle, and hence after that it goes down into the drip tray. The moisture, it sends steam through it to clean it.
Yeah. I'd say
you know, one of the other features that's kind of nice on this machine, this is a double spout. Takes the single spout and turns it into 2 shots. This comes off if you have an extra tall cup.
Yep.
So
exactly.
And then the other thing is if you have a short cup, it extends down like that.
There you go. And then you have this dial here is the SBS system, something specific to Saeco. You're kind of adjusting the crema depending on how you want it.
Yeah, I think it adjusts the pressure, doesn't it?
Oh, I
believe
think
that's how it does
it.
It adjusts the pressure, and so you get more or less crema, more like black coffee or espresso.
I'd say overall it's a very sophisticated super automatic, ideal for a large household with lots of users or maybe a small office. But
yeah, you could use this in a small office.
It's got a lot of programmability.
Yep. You want to get into the menu at all? Show them some of the settings that are in there?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see here. Let's go to, I think we were going to say we wanted to make a cappuccino here. So if we get down here and we select this. And
let's say you had yours in there, Brendan.
Okay.
So if you got in there, you could pull up your profile, and then within your profile, you can program each one of these drinks to your liking.
Exactly.
So you just go to Brendan, and it'll pull up those 9 drinks that you get to choose from them.
And the things you're customizing in there is the aroma, you know, how much your dosage of coffee, the volume of the shot, and if it's a milk-based beverage, then the amount of milk you want as well. So those 3 features with every single drink, you can customize, which is pretty,
it's huge.
serious business.
This is like doing your VCR at home, you know, programming.
Let's select OK here and see what we got going.
Okay.
So yeah, all of these right now are customizable.
Yeah, right now, I'm sure this is on factory settings because we haven't customized it. And you can take each machine back to the default settings.
Exactly.
So
let's just get out of the settings here for this beverage, and we're going to come back to the main menu, and then let's just select cappuccino. And
let's
oh yeah, users.
Let's see what users looks like.
They're all images.
Oh, see, they're not. It's not programmed.
Yes.
So, okay.
So you can have 6 different users, and one of the other con that, I mean, something that Gail and I have always wanted to see on profiles on a machine is being able to write your name in there.
And you can.
On this one, can you? Or is it, I think it's images.
Well, we should find out.
Let's find out. I'm pretty sure, create new user.
Okay.
I think, okay.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, you're right.
It's just a bunch of different images, which is cool. You know, you got a heart there, you got a moon, a clover, a star, and whatever. But I think it would be kind of cool if you eventually could write your name in there.
Yeah.
And then, but that's just me being me.
I thought that you could, but wrong again.
I think that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
So in the special drinks too, you can steam with your steam arm by pushing steam. You can do hot milk, a portion of hot milk for the kids for hot chocolate or something like that. American coffee. Whoop, come back.
It's a little sensitive on the touchpad there.
And espresso macchiato. So you can change, you could actually program those in your settings too, in Brendan Swenson's settings.
Exactly.
It's gone again. It's got a mind of its own. So what do you say? You want to make a drink?
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should.
And you know, stainless steel casing on this.
And I think there's also an option for black sides, but this is the nice one because it's stainless steel all the way around.
Well, and I like the brushed stainless too. The older model with the fingerprint reader had a polished surface. Oh, nightmare for fingerprints.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is a little bit better, I think.
Exactly.
I like that.
So let's see here. Before I bet you if we just press cappuccino to make this beverage, it's going to tell us to place the carafe there.
Yep.
Exactly.
It will tell you to do so, to put the carafe in if you want to make a automatic.
It knows it's
you're
not
not
there.
using this, you're using that.
And I think we have a spot for this, don't we?
It stores right up here in the water tank.
So then you don't lose it.
Yep.
So that's great.
Whoop.
Okay, now we're going to put this in, and there's a seal down here, and now it's telling you to move this over.
This is where the milk comes out.
And just like that.
Doesn't tell you to put a cup under there.
We're cooking with gas all of a sudden. Eco mode is on. We got some type of energy saving mode on, which is good to know.
Yep.
Yeah, the machine comes with a quick start guide. It may look, you know, if you've never owned a machine like this and it's kind of looking complicated, Saeco does a very nice job of getting you started and exactly what you need to do when you're opening it for the first time and getting into your machine for the first time.
Let's say this is putting out more milk than we want on the factory settings. You can interrupt it. Stop milk.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. It's a facial too.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Jeez. That is powerful.
Yep.
We heard our brew unit go into work position there, and now it just did its pre-infusion a little bit, and then now we see our coffee.
We got it set on the smallest bean setting.
Yeah,
there's 3 settings for the beans, and that grinds more as you run those settings up to the highest setting. So this probably won't be as strong as...
I know. I would have liked 3 out of 3, Gail. Come on.
I know. Va-va-voom. And you can stop the coffee at any time if you want to.
There we go. Wow.
I think it stopped itself. I just happened to have my finger
close.
close.
I see, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, who's trying it?
You are.
I'm always the guinea pig. I'm fine.
You love it.
I love it. You're right.
You love it. So, at a certain point, you just move this over, and it's going to clean the carafe automatically.
That's pretty good.
Is it? Good.
And I think there's a connection down here, and it all just goes right into the drip tray, which is awesome.
Yeah, it goes right through that hole
Exactly.
in that black plastic piece, and it comes right out of here on the carafe itself.
Exactly.
Let me pour milk all over the machine. All right, well, pros and cons? Woohoo!
I mean, one of the cons for me is just that I didn't see, other than the carafe, which was something that did need to be addressed, there weren't that many differences between this and the earlier Xelsis models. I mean, this is, you know, and there shouldn't be, but I think some people thought that there were going to be a lot more differences, but this is just the newest Xelsis.
But this is a big improvement.
Yeah, it is.
It's a huge improvement. That was one of the main complaints about all super automatic machines that do it like this, the one touch, is the milk wasn't hot enough. So they've addressed it. And Saeco's pretty good at listening to customers and, you know,
and the only
making changes.
Yeah, the only other thing I can think of is that just the profiles, you know, and just the name. That's not even that big of a con. That's nothing. That's just kind of personal preference. Yeah.
Mine's the heart.
Yeah, exactly. I could just see me and my roommates fighting over, I don't want to be the star. I don't want to, you know. But other than that, I think they addressed things that they needed to, Saeco that is, in terms of making the Xelsis kind of a better overall machine.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot for going through the machine with me.
Of course, that was fun.
Any questions, you guys out there? SeattleCoffeeGear.com or give us a call. Our number's posted on our website. Talk to you later, Brendan.
See you, Gail.
Bye.